Anyway, highs today, those are going to be jumping back into the upper 90s, right around 100 degrees. So it's going to be another hot one. We'll be challenging those records. Of all latest details, what you can expect for the rest of the work week coming up.
Also coming up this morning, as the heat sticks around, students out of school in D.C. are doing what they can to learn without air conditioning.
Yeah, we're hearing from concerned parents this morning. Also ahead on DC News Now, if you're looking for a job in the district, we have some options to help you find one this month.
Plus, we are stretching your dollar this morning with how you can prepare to start repaying your student loans next month.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock now on a Wednesday morning. Taking a look outside, record-breaking heat yesterday, and we are expecting it to be hot once again today. Probably not what you want to hear this morning, but thank you for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika's tracking your morning commute. She'll have more on that in a moment. Jackie, talking about the heat, I mean, while it is going to be hot this week, some relief heading our way next week, potentially.
Yeah, and potentially by the time the weekend rolls around.
Even better.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
However,
sooner.
There's always a however. There's still a chance for some showers and storms, though, when we're tracking the relief back just in time for the weekend. So I know a lot of people are not excited when we talk about rain chances for the weekend, but we certainly do need the rain, so we will take it. Heat advisory in effect, that goes into effect at noon today, continues through 7 p.m. this evening. So definitely want to limit your time outside during that time frame. This is when we could see those heat index values. 102 to 105 is what it could possibly feel like later on this afternoon and into the early evening hours. So yes, another hot one out there. We'll be challenging some records out there with highs like these, upper 90s, so right about 100 degrees. And these are not the feels like temperatures. These are what we could possibly see on that thermometer later on this afternoon. So here are some of the records that we could be challenging. 98 is the record set back in 1954 for DC for this day. 93 in 2018 for Annapolis. 100 in Martinsburg set back in 1998. I think we will be close. I don't know if we will actually get to that. 94 though in Hagerstown. Certainly we'll be keeping a close eye on those numbers as these temperatures will warm up. Temperatures right now 60s and 70s. Currently 76 in DC, 72 in Hagerstown. We're seeing those 60s right about 70 for much of the region right now in terms of dew points. That's that humid feel to the air, and we'll see those highs varying into the upper 90s today, mid 90s tomorrow. Watching that cold front back out towards our west for some showers and thunderstorms later in the day tomorrow. More details on the timing coming up, but Shanika's here with the on-board look at those roadways. How's traffic at this hour?
All right, out of Prince George's County, here's one of my favorite traffic cameras. As that sun is coming up over the water, and this is the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, you are looking fine, and you're not seeing any delays right now. You're at the top of the 6 o'clock hour, so not expecting much to happen. Now we're in Southeast. We do have a problem here along Minnesota Avenue. Right between 18th and 19th Street, you will see police activity there. So do keep this in mind. You cannot get through. You can take good hope if you're coming off of 295 for now. Unclear how long this is going to be closed, but this is near your major road 295, so do beware of that.
All right, Shanika, thank you. Your time right now is 6:02.
A quick look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. First up, one person is dead, 4 others injured after a shooting inside of an apartment building near Nats Park. Police say this happened yesterday at the Vallow Apartments in Navy Yard. Police say another person was injured from a fall. As of right now, they have not released the names of the victims or if they have any suspects.
And this morning, a police officer in Prince George's County is suspended after this viral video was posted online. It shows the officer kissing a woman and then getting into the back of his patrol cruiser with her at a neighborhood park. The department says his police powers have been suspended pending the outcome of an investigation.
And officials in Alexandria are revealing their plan to change the city's zoning policy to create more housing options at more affordable rates. Leaders say they want to allow for more multi-family housing units in the city. They also want to turn some office buildings into housing.
All right, the high temperatures are expected to get even hotter today, making conditions unbearable and even dangerous for kids at schools without air conditioning.
That is right. Our Liberty Zabala is live at Whittier Elementary School in Northwest this morning with what parents are saying. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Well, parents here are very frustrated because they say the youngest children from pre-K to 4 years old here are struggling to learn in this heat. Now, parents with children at Whittier Elementary School say the building has had consistent issues because it is more than 100 years old. They say it is in desperate need of repairs and should be replaced with a new building. One mother told us the classroom for her daughter in pre-K did not have running AC on one of the hottest days of the week. She said the school informed her that the children would be moved to another classroom, but said that the move is disruptive for young students trying to transition to school. Now, she reached out to the Department of General Services and the Department of Public Schools for answers, but she says they've been unresponsive despite a work order being put in last month to fix the problem.
Well, for kids who are just coming in, it happens to be our boys' first day this year. They missed the first 2 days of school last week, so this was their first day. So to come in and have all this disruption, not knowing where they're going to be, for kids that are coming in new to the classroom, they have no idea what's going on, especially at this age.
And just moments ago, we did speak with a man here on site who identified himself as the foreman. He did say crews did come out to repair the ACs at the school and that they should be working now and that children should be returning to their normal classrooms this morning. For now, live here in Northwest DC, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
Thank you, Liberty. Meantime, if you are struggling to keep your power bill down during the late summer heat wave, we do have a few tips for you this morning. Pepco says first, set your thermostat at a few degrees higher or buy a smart thermostat. This will help cut down on your bill. Also, adjust your blinds and drapes to keep the cool air inside and turn on any ceiling fans. If your home has top and bottom vents, open the top ones and close the bottom ones. And you can use certain appliances like clothing dryers and dishwashers. Make sure you use them at night. All right, well, there are still a lot of questions this morning after a deadly shooting in Southwest DC.
Yeah, 5 people were shot. 1 of them died. It all happened in an apartment complex in the Navy Yard neighborhood around 4:15 yesterday afternoon. People who were at home at the time said they heard what sounded like gunshots going off, and then shortly after saw 2 masked people running through the alleyway outside. Police say when they got there, they found 2 men inside who had been shot. 1 of them died at the scene. 3 more men took themselves to the hospital, and all 3 also had been shot. A 6th man was also hurt from falling out of a window. And police have yet to name any suspects in this shooting at this time. They also have not named any people who were involved. They say all of them believed to have been men who know each other. At this time, they still do not know what led up to that shooting.
And police say 4 juveniles were found in violation of the new DC curfew during the first full weekend of enforcement. Now, all 4 were taken to the Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services and then released to a parent or guardian. The curfew focuses on 7 areas around the district. Kids under 17 must be off the streets from 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. Sunday through Thursday, and then midnight to 6 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. DC leaders say this aims to crack down on youth crime.
And police at the University of Maryland College Park campus are reporting a voyeur incident at one of its campus's buildings last night. Police say it happened at the Edward St. John Learning and Teaching Center at around 7 p.m. Officials say a woman reported another student filming her in one of the building's bathroom stalls. That suspect then left the scene. Anyone with any information about what happened is being asked to call the University of Maryland Police Department. And officials in Alexandria, they're revealing their plan to change the city's zoning policy. They say they hope the move can bring more housing options at a more affordable rate to the city. Officials say they want to allow more multifamily homes in the city, and they also want to turn some office buildings in the area into housing. This plan comes as the city admits it has problems with the housing market.
One issue will help with housing production, which is very important for meeting our supply and demand. Others are very much targeted toward housing affordability and making sure that the units that are produced are affordable to people with lower incomes.
Officials say they're also looking into other policy changes like reducing parking minimums, especially in areas near public transportation.
And staying in Alexandria, renters at the Potomac West Apartments are demanding solutions to a sudden rent increase of up to $500. Now, the Tenants and Workers United Advocacy Group say that an 85-year-old resident told him that his rent is going up by $520. Now, the group is calling on the apartment's management to do better.
Our call today to the folks from Potomac West Apartments is stop the high and unfair increments of rent, improve the maintenance and repairs of the units, and meet with the tenants to find the solutions to the challenges they're facing.
Now, the group says renters have requested to meet with management, but they say the management firm has not yet responded. All right, well, looking ahead, millions of people will soon start repaying federal student loans, which is an expense that a lot of people cannot afford or have not even budgeted for.
Yeah, it comes after the U.S. Supreme Court blocked President Biden's forgiveness plan. Consumer reporter Ben Dennis shows us ways to stretch your dollar ahead of repayments.
We found 5 different paths to consider loan repayments, from lower monthly bills and even forgiveness altogether. You'll remember the U.S. Supreme Court knocked down the White House's first go at forgiveness for millions of borrowers. But they may try again with a new legal route. In the meantime, borrowers should make a plan to repay.
Just find out how you can look at your monthly excess cash flow or monthly cash flow and see how you're going to pay this stuff, because it's going to be due come October.
5 ways to save on student loan repayment. First, enroll in auto pay. You'll save 0.25% on interest that way. Second, consider repayment plans. You've got income-driven plans based on what you earn. Consider graduated plans, which start low and grow every 2 years and give some change, plus extended repayment plans and revised pay-as-you-earn plans. 3, consider refinancing or consolidation. You could get lower interest rates. Both Forbes and NerdWallet have their picks for September online. 4, consider high-yield savings accounts for good annual interest tacked on what you save every single year. Consider putting that toward your loan repayments. And if you work in qualified public service areas, your loans can be forgiven under certain conditions. For instance, government workers, teachers, and nonprofit employees are among them. In addition, certain companies will help employees pay off their loans. Other helpful links to guide borrowers, just visit that link at the bottom of your screen, studentaid.gov/manage-loans. Ben Dennis, back to you.